Tonight, we share the positive story of 36-year-old Bernard Mwololo, who has lived with the HIV virus from birth. He says involving communities will demystify the myths around HIV and AIDS. 1.4 million Kenyans are living with HIV in the year 2023. Bernard Mwololo was born with the virus. His story mirrors this year's theme, Let Communities Lead. Community involvement after the death of his parents helped him find a new home at Nyumbani Children's Home.
My name is Bernard Mwololo Kitela. I am 36 years old. I was born in Kwale County, the coastal part of Kenya. I am a person living with HIV, and I grew up in a children's home here in Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. The reason why I grew up in a children's home is because my parents passed on because they were HIV positive, and that time there was no medication. The ARVs were not easily available, and so yeah, that is what happened. And I was brought in the children's home by my relatives because they couldn't access medicine, the ARVs. And that children's home that I was taken to, it was providing the medicine, the ARVs. And also they couldn't afford to pay for me the school fees, the education support. So they opted to look for a children's home for me, and that is Nyumbani Children's Home.
The children of God Relief Institute, Nyumbani, a Swahili word meaning a home, provides care and treatment to HIV-positive children.
One of the privileges in my life, it is living in Nyumbani Children's Home, because I think if it was not for Nyumbani, I'll not be where I am today. People living with HIV need a lot of support, but living in that home, there were medical people, there were counselors, there were nutritionists, and there were even very big doctors who could guide us and just be with us and make us understand and accept ourselves.
Bernard says stigma continues to be a major impediment in the fight against HIV. In his community outreach, he has observed that some persons living with HIV shy away from disclosing their status or picking their ARV drugs out of fear of stigma. Out of the 1.4 million Kenyans living with HIV, only 96% are on treatment.
It's shocking that in 2023, in this century, people are still discriminating people living with HIV. And also I give hope to so many people who are HIV positive, and they have to hide their medicine so that they can take them because they fear the stigma. Somehow I experienced stigma from my first girlfriend. When I disclosed to her my HIV story and told her I'm positive, she left me. And I really loved her.
By staying on treatment and practicing positive living, Bernard has lived a normal and productive life.
Living with HIV has taught me so many things. Number one, to believe in myself and believe that I have a great future. Despite me living with HIV, as many people used to see it as a can't live, I am a testimony that anybody who is living with HIV here can finish their education and still go and work. And also they can be parents. My daughter is HIV negative. She's in grade 1, now she's going to grade 2. She's one of my priceless, my best gift from God, because, just imagining that you are positive and you are raising a negative child, it's not something to take for granted for. It's something to smile about. I got a girlfriend. I found this girl who was talking about HIV, and I saw like this one we can match, and that's how we met. She's also an HIV activist, so we met in TikTok. I joined her live, and it has been one year, 1 month, and we got engaged. I proposed to her twice actually, just to make sure that she loved me, and she confirmed it. So It is an amazing journey when you love somebody who understands you.
Having grown up at Nyumbani Children's Home, Bernard is now a HIV/AIDS activist and works with Nyumbani Children Home's Lea Toto program, a community-based outreach program that provides services to HIV-positive children and their families.
At Nyumbani Children's Home, which is based at Karen, we are serving 94 children under care. We also have about 13 children on respite care. So the children in the home are the ones that have been committed to us through the children's department, and those that are in the respite care are here just on a nutritional rehabilitation because of their status.
The Lea Toto program depends on well-wishers and donors.
This year alone, actually, we received 10 children. That means that the need is there. So the community out there, everybody needs to perform their duties, responsibilities. Families need to take care of the children, and even the government needs to put in support. As I said, it's not only ARVs that we require. These children require other medication.
In line with the theme, Let Communities Lead, the WHO is calling on communities to come together to spread awareness, fight stigma, encourage testing and treatment, and support vulnerable populations.